everyone, it's Jackie with Paper Moments. I'm going to show you how to create folio number 1. Now, you do want to create the cover and the spine, the actual folio, and that is on a video all by itself. So for folio number 1, for the inside, your first step is going to be you need to cut a 1 piece of cardstock 5 by 5.5 and one cardstock 3.5 by 7. So these are for your first side, the left side of the folio. Let me go ahead and get my glue ready. And so on your 5 by 5.5, on the 5-inch side, you want to score 1/2 inch down. On the 3.5 by 7, you want to score it 1/2 inch on all three sides. This is going to be your pocket, and it's going to be a 3 by 6 after we cut it down, which is going to fit on your folio. And let me see, I did not bring my little scissors down here, so let me find my larger ones. I know they're here somewhere. There they are. Okay. So, score over on your score line, and I'm not going to miter the edges because this is not the same size as our folio. Our folio is 6 by 6, and this is a 5.5, so you don't need to miter your edges because it's not meeting at the sides. So go ahead and add your adhesive. You can use your score tape. I'm using art glitter glue because it's the only thing I use anymore. I'm just going to eyeball it and put it down here. And there's your first flap. And then on your pocket, you do want to miter the corners. My corners are mitered. And I'm going to fold over on my score line and burnish. Okay. And add my adhesive. And I'm just going to line it up right up on my flap next to my seam on my flap. And this is going to go from top to bottom, so you're going to match it up with your top. Make sure it's even, it's not over on one side or the other. And that just folds over like that. And then you've got your pocket here. Okay, for the middle piece, you're going to want to cut a 3 by 7. You're going to want to cut a 3/4 by 1.5, which is going to be your, which is going to hold your waterfall down, and then you're going to cut 4, 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4, 4.5 by 6 pieces of cardstock. So on the cardstock, you want to on your waterfall on the 4.5 inch side, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, and that is going to be for your waterfall. You want to do that on all 4 pieces. Score that, and then you want to score your 1.5 by 3 3/4. You want to score it at 1/2, and then you want to score it at 3/4. And then on the 3 by 7, you want to score 1/2 inch on 3 sides to make a pocket. And I am using white artesian cardstock from Country Craft Creation for my album. The chipboard is also from Country Craft Creations. It's a heavyweight chipboard. And the white artesian cardstock is also fantastic. So for our pocket, we're going to, again, miter the corners. Burnish over your score lines. Your 4.5 by 6 for your waterfall. Go ahead and burnish your score lines. I'm going to start with my waterfall, and I'm going to add my adhesive on my first top one, and I'm going to meet it up with that edge and the other edge all the way at the top. Next one, add my adhesive. And just meet it up to the other one so it's even. Do the same with the next one. The very last one. Okay, I'm going to come back and I'm going to add my pocket. But before I add my pocket, I want to add my flap here. So I'm going to add the adhesive on my 1/2 inch score line, and I'm just going to eyeball it to be in the middle. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my pocket, adding my adhesive to my pocket edges. And I'm just going to lay that right, make sure it's even. even with my 1/2 inch score on that one. Now I will add a magnet here and a magnet here, and that's going to hold my waterfall down. Now I did not use magnets on my side flaps at all, just on the waterfall. I had to move that a little bit because of the pocket, but that still works. Okay, now on my left side, you're going to do a 5 3/4 by 5 1/2, and you're going to do a 5 by 6, and then you're going to cut a 2 1/4 by 4 1/2, and a 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. So let's get our scoreboard back out. So on this one, on the 5 3/4, you're going to score it at 1/2. On the 5 and 6, you're going to, on the 5-inch side, you're going to score it at 1/2. And you're going to use your 5 1/2 by score that one, and then the 5 by 6. So we're going to start with the 5 by 6, and we're going to put that over here on the edge here. Now because it's the same size as our folio, I do miter the corners. So that way I don't have, when I add my pattern paper, you can't see the lines there. Kind of helps hide that. Oh. Now, on this one, you're going to want to add your pattern paper prior to putting these down, because I'm going to tell you why. Because these are like faux pockets. And so you're going to put them like this and glue them down. This one is, I've got to cut down. It's not the right size. A little bit longer, as you can see, so I need to cut that down. But what you're going to do is you want to probably put about 2 inches of cardstock here. You want to put your cardstock on this one, cardstock on that one. But before you glue these down, you want to have that cardstock or your pattern paper up here, because, and on each one of these, because you're going to glue just along the 3 sides. And then that's going to go on here. So it's going to be it's not going to be a pocket that's going to have a lot of room. It's going to be a little tight tuck pocket. So So you want to put your paper, your pattern paper down before then. Your 2 1/4 will go at the bottom, and then your 2 3/4 is going to go right above that, and you're going to kind of overlap them a little bit. So you've got a deeper pocket here, a smaller pocket, and then the pocket there. So after you do that, then you will want to add your 5 3/4 by 5 1/2, and you're going to just add that right on top of it. Right there on top of it. So before you put these on, you want to add this one on. So that way your pattern paper is going to hide this one here. So you got that one on there, and then when you add your pattern paper here, this is going to, and like I said, this one is too big. I didn't cut that right. So this is going to hide that right there. And then your pattern paper here will hide this up here. And then that's just going to fold over like that. And then before you put your pattern paper on the outside, just make sure you do your ribbon or what type of a closure you're going to have. You can do magnets. I use the ribbon for the closure on this. But that's how simple and easy these folios are to put together. Quick and easy, but yet very fun. And they will hold quite a few photos for you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.